Hello students! Today we are going to speak about present perfect and present perfect continuous. First of all, let's look at the structure of present perfect tense. So, if you want to make an affirmative sentence or a negative sentence, you should start with a subject. Then you need to use auxiliary verb have or has, depending on the subject. And the main verb always should stay in past participle form. Let's look at one example. I have finished the exam. So we start with the subject I, then we use an auxiliary verb have with the pronoun I, here with this subject, and finished is past participle of the verb finish. Remember, all past participle forms for regular verb will finish with ed. If it's a regular verb, for example, the verb to be, in this case you need to use it in its third form, yes, in the full form of past participle, being in this case, okay? So now also let's look at how and when we use present perfect. Present perfect is used to speak about results. So when we focus on a result, I have finished the exam, please check it. So here is my exam, it's ready to check. The result is important. We do not mention the time when we finished the exam. We are focusing only on the result. Okay? Now please let's compare it with present perfect continuous. For present perfect continuous, you need to start also a sentence, affirmative or negative, with a subject. Then you use, first of all, the same auxiliary verb have or has, but then you need to use the second auxiliary been. It is always the same, been. And the main verb will finish with ing form. For example, she has been doing the test for 2 hours. So we start with a subject she, it's third person singular, so that's combined with auxiliary verb has, then been the second auxiliary, and the main verb doing is finishes with ing. And as you can see here, this sentence, it is focuses on the activity, right, on the process. Actually, she is still doing the exam. She started it in the past and she continues this action till now. Usually for these kind of sentences and present perfect continuous, we use this preposition for 2 hours, and we can also use since to indicate since when we started an activity. Okay, so that was the first case, yes, when we use present perfect or present continuous. Remember again, present perfect focuses on result, present perfect continuous focuses on the activity. The second let's say situation when we use present perfect, we use it with this question, how many times? So we are focusing on the frequency of our life experiences, of something that has happened in our life. For example, how many times have you been in Cali? I haven't been there yet. So again, what is important here? The important is like the number of times we have done something in our life. Look at this sentence, I haven't been there yet. That is an example of a negative sentence in present perfect. To make a negative sentence, all that you need to do is to add not to the auxiliary verb. Okay? At the same time, present perfect continuous we use with the question how long, because again we focus on the duration of the activity. For example, how long has he been living here? Okay, he has been living here since 2021. Again, what is important for us? The whole period, yes, so for how long time he has been doing something, okay? And finally, it's really important to remember that we cannot use some verbs in continuous forms. So they are verbs to speak about possession or our likes and dislikes. For example, the verbs own, possess, belong, like, love, want, understand, know, and some others, they cannot be used in continuous form. In this case, you need to use present perfect instead. Thank you.